Alright, I will now be starting Lab 7-4. So I'm going to be comparing 2014, 2015, and 2016 sales data periods. So first thing I'm going to do is extract my data. So let's make a new book. And or rather, you know what? Let's go here. And open a new book, and we're going to go ahead and data, get data, server database. Not a Polar SQL, it will be select here. Date. Year. Month. Alright, and then from transact where trend underscore type equals p group by year. And then order by basically the same thing. So I'm just gonna save myself the trouble here. Copy and paste it. Now let's go ahead, run the query. Edit. Select the year column, which I selected. I would like to pivot the column, so transform, pivot. I'm going to switch it to amount. Okay. Now the data has been transformed, we're ready to load it from Excel. So go to Home, close and load. That load. All right, got that. And then I'm gonna enter the pivot table. So insert tables, pivot table. I'm gonna add it. It's from query 1, new worksheet, then okay. Pivot table is created. Once the pivot table has been created, it's gonna take a few moments. Okay, identify base metric. Okay, identify a target value. So navigate to the Power Pivot tab. This one, and then we're gonna make a new measure. It's gonna be query one, and we're gonna rename the measure 2014 sales. The first formula will auto-populate, so I'm gonna do the sum. Oh. We're gonna do a sum function of the 2014s, I suppose. Okay. And leave it at general. We're on the measure. Work for the measurable. Alright, okay. So I got 2014s. Just like that. Repeat the step for 2015 and 16, so let's do that for those two. Alright, got that. Now we create a KPI to compare 2015 sales to 2014 and 2015. Sorry, 2015 sales 2014 and 2016 sales 2015. So we're going to go to KPIs, new KPI. The first KPI we'll create is comparing 2016 sales to the previous year's sales. Use the drop-down box to select 2016. The target value can be defined by measure or by absolute value. We have already defined the measure compare 2016 sales to, so select 2015 sales. For the target value measure, we will define explicit performance as a 2% improvement from last year's. So move the upper range sales to 102%. And the lower range get to 98%. Okay. Do you think less than 92% is the right benchmark to set? Would you propose a different percentage change to track? I think plus or minus 2% is a fairly reasonable one because that is about, if we talk about inflation, that would be an inflation rate or even, small incremental improvement. So I wouldn't change it personally. Once all my settings are correct, click OK. So clicking OK. All right, set that one. Create the KPI for 2015 using the exact same threshold. So KPIs, new KPI. So 2015, we just did 2016. The measure is going to be 2014, and we're going to be at okay. Alright, got all that set up. You can see each of them in my pivot tables. If I go down, they are there. Alright. The value of 2016 will show the total sales associated with the year. To create a pivot table that shows KPI status of 2015 sales by month, to do so, okay? So my rows will be the month. Values, and then the statuses will be 2015 sales status. Right. Take a screenshot. I'm going to go ahead and so you can see the whole thing. So revising abilities, add the day field to the rows beneath month. So let's analyze, show field list. Let's add the day below the month. Okay. Do you notice a pattern with how frequently the bad red icon days appear in relation to 2016 and 2015? Let's take a look at this. Bigger. First of all, why is this wanting to show with ones and zeros and not color? Alright, now I'm able to see it better. And if I look through, so the second question asked me, what do you think? Do I notice a pattern with how frequently the bad red icon days appear in relation to 2015 and 2016? We'll do a quick look through. They tend to appear around the same time, not exactly the same day, but within the same range for the most part. What do you think is a potential problem with comparing days? How could this be improved? Problem with comparing the days between 2015 and 2016, I think, is just that, different days, anything could happen on a day that wouldn't happen year over year, like rain, just all kind of extraneous factors that really don't affect the course of business. The only way that it can be improved is to really just look at the overall month and not the necessary day itself. And this will conclude Lab 7-4.